If you don't change
Trading is
what
not as
you're
hard
doing
as
and
most
how
people
you
make it
do
out
it,
to be. If you understand the psychology of the
nothing
market and you
else
understand
will change. Once
the
you
basic,
change
you have the
one
basic
thing,
understanding
your
of,
mindset,
you
you
know,
can
the
attack
stock charts and
everything. You
trading,
cannot
you can be
change your
profitable
life
in the
unless you
market, right?
choose something.
Now I'm about to say something
Period.
that most people may
Wake up every
disagree
day and
with,
say,
but a lot
"I'm
of
stupid, but I'm
the
gonna
true
figure out a way to do
traders will
something."
agree with
But
this,
instead,
right? Trading is 40% what you
you can't
know
do that, so you
and
limit yourself.
60% how well you
Your
know
life
yourself.
becomes
Because
so
how well you
small,
know yourself is going to
opinion to you.
decide how you
Nobody else
handle
in
the
the
market
world has the
psychology,
power to change
right?
you unless
Now, these three
you
things you need to
set
learn
conditions
or
up
at least
and
understand
say,
in order for you to become profitable in
I
the
don't
market.
want this
These three
anymore.
things are
There's going to be
support and
people
resistance and
from the
candlesticks.
past
Let's get
who are
into
going
it.
to look at you and be like, oh, he changed.
I'm going to use
Yeah, that's what I'm
SPY
looking
as an
for.
example,
The point
right?
is to change.
In order
SPY,
for
S&P
something new
500
to
as an
come,
example.
something old
And
must go.
this is my
Train
new,
yourself to
this
be
is for my day
Train yourself
traders.
to be great. Train yourself
Not
to
only for day
perform
traders, anybody
at
can
a high
really
level, regardless
use
if
this
it's the
because
best day you
it's,
ever
then
had
again,
or
it's
it's the worst
trading
day
as
you ever
support and
had. People
resistance,
like
right?
that cannot be fucked. They cannot be
What you want to do when the market open in the morning, first of all, for my new, for my people and all my new traders out here that are looking for information, if you don't understand what the candlesticks are, these are the candlesticks right here, right? Each one of these candlesticks give you an important information. It gives you the time the market opens. Well, it tells you the open, it tells you the close price, the closing price, and it tells you how high or low the stock has went, right? That's the important information that you get out of the candlestick. Now, this is what you want to do, right? When the market open, you want to identify, you want to come to a 1 hour time frame. This is my day trader. You want to come to a 1 hour time frame. You want to identify your high and low. In other words, you want to identify your support and resistance, right? Support being the floor and your resistance being your ceiling, right? I like to use the boxes, so I'm gonna come down here and use this box right here to mark my resistance first. So I'm gonna mark my resistance right here, and then I'm gonna mark my support. Right. So once you mark your support and resistance, you want to come down to a 45 minutes. Now, again, one thing that I didn't point out, each one of these candles tells you what is going on in the market at that particular time frame. So you guys can see we have different time frames up here. We're using the 1 hour time frame, so each one of these candles tells you what is going on in the market in that hour. And so if we go low on the time frame, it's going to be the same thing. The lower you go on the time frame, the more candles you get. The higher you go on the time frame, the least candles you get. Now, once you identify your support and resistance, you want to come to the 15-minute time frame, right? As you guys can see, in the 15-minute time frame, we have a lot more candles. Now, what we're looking for is to identify the general trend of the market so that we can spot our trading opportunity, right? So as you guys can see that when the market is on the lower trend, it creates lower highs, right? It creates lower highs, right? When we are in the uptrend, we create higher lows, high lows. Now, if you want to play calls, you look for the stock to create. You look for a high. You're looking for the market to create high lows, right? Now, as you guys can see, the price has been hanging right here. It's not really creating a clear trend. Is not defining a clear trend, and this is due to the fact that there's certain uncertainty in the market. This is called price consolidation, when there's people have there's a certain level of indecision in the market, right? As you guys can see, the price has been hanging right here, and it has not really created defined a clear trend. But we do see that it did come down here, and on the way back is creating a rejection right here around this area, right? Which means that there's a lot of supply around this area, because every time the price has come here, buyers have sellers have stepped in and they push the price back down, right? So what you want to do is you want to mark that area, right? You want to mark this area too. And what we're looking for is we're looking for the price to break first above this area, right? We're looking for the price to break above this area and create something like this. Anyway, let me erase this to use the different color. You want to see a price do something like this, right? You want to see a price break above here and create a high low, right? Once it does that, this is your first confirmation, and then you want it to do something like this to confirm the uptrend, right? Now, if the market was moving like it should, this shouldn't take all day, because we're working with a 15-minute time frame. So the price should have been able to break above this in about 1 or 2 hours. But because the market is consolidating today, there's not a lot of movement in the market. But you're looking for something like this, right? You're looking for a break of structure that as your confirmation, the first confirmation. Then of course you want to use this support as a second confirmation, right? And then once it does that, you want to go back to your 1 hour time frame. And as you guys can see, we're still within the hour time frame. So we could have took this trade knowing that the price is gonna possibly come back up here, and this would be our resistance. Now the price break above here, you want to see something like this, right, to confirm the uptrend. And sometimes the price will just break out and keep going parabolic right here, right? But you want to see a clear defined trend. The same thing would have been true if we have broken above below here. You want to see the price create a lower high and then another low high as a confirmation. So if you're trading support and resistance, this is what you're looking for in a trend. And if you stick to it and you follow the rules and you stay patient, you can become profitable.